suffer. Pray God for Nigeria. Why am my sister? This comment na yawa. You don't do the suffer. We pray God for Nigeria. After the election, where them do, we still dey wait to see the change. Cause all the promise when they make, time don't they be like say na fake you. I wear the money, where the food. Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, na tears and pain, we don't tire to complain, See as economy just the fall. But it just the travel around the world. I be your office there for sky. Now your time for walking the deck in the fly. We don't give you different what you become.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, Maiyegun don't come, My people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun Diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, This one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, Can in the touchlight every corner, Maiyegun don't come, Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder, Maiyegun don't come, My people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun Diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, This one not they off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, Maiyegun don't come, My people make you shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun Diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, This man not they off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, Aha, now you not done here. All these bad politicians, them we call themselves politicians. Where they thief our money, we no want make the common man get what he supposed get for this country. And I never hear something. Now go hear one, Maiyegun, you go show na paper. Maiyegun Diary Politico. Maiyegun la wa mo do. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
Good afternoon to you.
Maiyegun la wa mo do.
Good evening to you.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one.
And good morning to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary.
caption of the broadcast, read the description as well, and then you can make your own contribution, accordingly. Take your time, share the broadcast.
Àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣẹ́ o kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lẹ́nu. Maiyegun Diary.
Gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast. Àsìkò tó ní kálukú máa jẹ tiẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ní. Súnmọ́ bílà.
Thank you very much. Please let me know if you can hear me loud and clear before I get fully into this, because I bet you are all, or if not everyone, majority of you are aware of what is going on. That's why you should take your time and read the caption of the broadcast, read the description as well. But I bet you have known this. So I started with the breakfast statement. Remember that? Gbogbo la máa jẹ breakfast.
Gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast. Àsìkò tó ní kálukú máa jẹ tiẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ní. Súnmọ́ bílà.
That's right. So you have been reading the news, possibly following it to the letter. You have been following it to the letter. The news of the bombing of Kaduna, Abuja Expressway by the terrorists. Don't worry about the rider that I used. The bandits bombed Kaduna, Abuja Kaduna, Abuja Railway. No, I did that purposely because I don't want YouTube or Facebook to flag this video. So that's why I use the bandits. But it is more detailed as you are watching the broadcast now. But you have read it. Haven't you seen it? Haven't you been following it? If you haven't, I'll bring you up to date on that. Right? And I will also spring together some of the recent and the past events, and then leave you with your own conscience. If you still believe, or you still want to believe that this contraption can work, then I will leave you to that. The latest one, which is just going to be one among the others and the numerous that's still going to happen. And like I used to say, the yesterday's survivors are the potential today's victims. Today's survivor are potential tomorrow's victim. Since tomorrow will turn to today, and on like that, it is obvious, even if they are not admitting it, it is obvious that an average Nigerian in Nigeria is just living by the day. An average Nigerian in Nigeria is just a disaster to happen, waiting to happen. An average Nigerian in Nigeria live by the day. And why? It is because of the state of insecurity in Nigeria that is backed, powered, and in fact weaponized by the rogues who are in charge of Nigeria. How? Through their doings and their undoings, through their public fraternization, and then the corridor of there's something they call a small corridor they opened for terrorists when they repent. So covertly, overtly, whatever it is, we know that the insecurity escalated when these jihadists decided to take over power. So here we are, the reality. And if you have been living in denial, and listen to this, if you pay attention very well, you will realize that, yes, the criminal elite who don't identify as a northerner or southerner, Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa, Christian, Muslim, or atheist, they are united in their evil and policy that brought this calamity, this disastrous bloodbath upon Nigeria and the Nigeria people. They don't identify as all those. And if you pay attention very well, if you have been paying attention very well, you will realize that the victims of all of this bloodbath, they have not been limited to just any singular ethnic or tribe in Nigeria. If you have been paying a very good attention, it all started in the northern Nigeria. Islamization of Nigeria, Boko Haram Caliphate agenda. Then we didn't know that those who were actually sponsoring and funding the terrorism are the same people you called honorable men and women in your polity, including those who are in the religious circle. But it was meant to be in the north. But when it was limited to the north, it was claiming its victim, and it wasn't even identifying whether you are a Christian or a Muslim only, whether you are a a northerner or a non-northerner. Wherever you are caught up, you are a victim of what Nigeria has become, which means the victims of all of these killings are not limited to a singular tribe. Of course, so many people, some are speaking out or speaking louder than the others. For example, the obvious one, which is not even like just the Fulani terrorists only. We are talking about the ones that is Fulani terrorist powered government killing the Igbos, in committing ethnic cleansing right before your noses, right before your eyes, and you couldn't differentiate that between what the Nigerian military are doing in eastern Nigeria, what the politicians in eastern Nigeria, what they are doing to the people of eastern Nigeria. You couldn't, in a way, connect them to what the terrorists are doing in northern Nigeria and to what the same terrorists are doing in western Nigeria, the Yoruba land. Now, this is where, if you pay attention and you get to know that the victims, who can be anyone, anywhere, anytime, a disaster waiting to happen, right? That common thing alone should tell you that if people who are the victims, if they realize that they are the victims for real, right, and they are united, even in their victimhood, right, and push back and fight back, they are likely going to break the chain and the stronghold of those who are giving the energy to these criminals who continue to do these killings right before your eyes. It is pure terrorism, pure terrorism. But they have their base, they have their backing, and right before your face, right before your eyes, right, they are walking free. They are walking away to even commit even more crime. Now let's break it down. The crimes that this government of APC, Egbekegbe, brought upon Nigeria since 2015 is called total jihad. Those who they armed, the armed terrorists they told to invade the border with the porous open borders in northern Nigeria. They invaded Nigeria from all corners, and they were allowed to settle in while they continue to confuse those who are meant to be protected, the real Nigeria. If there's anything like Nigeria, the real Nigerians that were supposed to be protected, right? While they were kept in the dark, in confusion, and the poverty battle on the side, they are terrorists, armed terrorists, they gain entrance. Why the same terrorists who now use takiya, the same language, the same pattern of terrorists to gain access to government. And then once they gain access to government, then they change all the institution of that government into whatever their Sharia Islamic agenda is. They call it takiya. Now, that takiya is being carried out by the unarmed jihadists who took over government. And what have they been doing? They've ensured that the victims of their crimes are never really united to face the demon, to face the devil. Since you are not united, there's never a chance for you of victory, of defeating them. Now, they have that upper hand, and they decide what is a crime and what is not a crime. Right before your eyes, they said they were releasing repentant terrorists. As they release more repentant terrorists, so is the crime, the terrorism in Nigeria continue to grow and grow. And up to this moment, no single terrorist for all these crimes has ever been prosecuted or jailed. You know the story. That is the foundation of the division of Nigeria that these people are currently, supervising or superseding. So what happened? 3 days ago, the terrorists on bikes with AK-47, over 200 armed terrorists on bikes, they invaded Kaduna, the Kaduna airport. Listen to this. So before that invasion of the airport, right, there has been about a 10 days long killings, massacring, complete genocide in southern Kaduna. All of this was online. People were seeing all of that online. But there was no reaction. You know why? Because the people who are giving the protection to the terrorists in Kaduna is the government of Kaduna, led by the same devil, El-Rufai of Kaduna. Now, listen to this. So this is where you get to know that your government is the terrorist government, right? Kaduna State is the state in Nigeria that is hosting the largest number of military security formations, headquarters, and what have you in Nigeria. And for 7 straight years, it has been an endless killings, bloodbath in southern Kaduna. It got to a point that El-Rufai of Kaduna, right, when the terrorists, the Fulani terrorists, when they wipe villages, when they wipe the entire village out, those who escape, they end up in IDP camps, refugee camps. The terrorists, the Fulani terrorists, they took over the villages. You know what the government of Kaduna did? They renamed those villages and they appointed Sultan and all this, their sheikh and all of them as the heads of all those places. Now, all these have been happening and no single whimper from the Nigerian Defense Academy, Nigeria military this, Nigerian Air Force this, Nigeria police that, Nigeria that college this college that. Different formation of militaries. Military formation, security formation, headquartered in Kaduna. The terrorists will stroll in. Sometimes they will chase the soldiers. They will chase them out of their barracks, chase them out of their colleges, everywhere. They will ransack the place, loot the place, and they will be gone. Now, that is the practice for the past 7 years. Kaduna-Abuja Expressway has become a no-go area, like for the past 7 years. It has claimed its victims in thousands, in tens of thousands, those who have been killed, those who have been kidnapped, and then those who have never been found again. Now, that's the story for the past 7 years. So 3 days ago, the terrorists, they did as they usually do, because people have abandoned Kaduna-Abuja Expressway for the terrorists. The Kaduna-Abuja Railway, the terrorists have attacked it several times. You know what they usually do? They will mobilize all their cows. They will move them onto the rail, onto the train tracks. Yeah. So when the train is coming, it will ram into the cows. Eventually, to stop, and then they will kidnap as many people as they want. And in Nigeria, the Nigerian government actually sent a circular, a warning to the Nigerian media that they must never report any act of a terrorist act in Nigeria. And they must not entertain the conversation around the report of people getting kidnapped, people being killed, and the rest of that. There is a memo, circular. If you report it as a media house in Nigeria, you get sanctioned. You can even get jailed. This is how much they try to bury the whole thing in order to manage the people's reaction. And it's a long thing, I'll get to that part. people have started abandoning the railway too. So what? Between Abuja and Kaduna, I've been told, is probably just an hour drive. If you are driving, if you go by the train, it should be about maybe 45 minutes or maybe an hour as well. Now, people have to fly for about 20 minutes, I think, because they are running away. They are flying away from the terrorists. The terrorists that El Rufaya of Kaduna said he traveled all over Africa to beg the Fulanis to come back to Nigeria. Their brother is now in charge. That if they lost cows, if they lost anything when they were in Nigeria, right? When they were trying to do their domination, if they got killed or if anything, they should come back. They were ready to give them money. They gave them money. They gave them guns. They gave them access to the armory of Nigeria. And they left your military, your what have you, completely weakened. And it is deliberate. So the terrorists now went to the airport to stop flights. They killed 2 people at that airport. Do you see any reaction? Because they managed to bury it. But you can manage to bury some certain events if you quickly have people's camera, phones, and everything confiscated. But how do you bury the story of over 1,000 passengers on train hijacked by terrorists who bombed the track to derail the train, and they went straight into the first class coach of the train, and they started picking people. Those who refused, who fought them, they shot them there. Do you know that people don't even have a clue of how many people killed in that Kaduna Abuja attack, rail line attack? They don't know yet, oh. But I'm going to take you. I'm going to carry all of you trabaye on the whole thing. I'm going to give you the insights, the damages, and then you can then picture it and see why people like us will continue to say, if you don't kill Nigeria, Nigeria is going to kill you. If we don't end Nigeria, Nigeria is going to end us. And see, it may sound so harsh, so blunt, so like, total. Yes, it is. Everything else have been tried. They never work. They will never work because Nigeria is not put together to work for anybody. If you know that, you will stop the bleeding. The bleeding, that blood of those who could get killed or who are going to be killed. It could be any of your relatives. You may be celebrating happy birthday this morning. This evening, they may be sending you, sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss. And we all pray never to hear that, Abi. But it happens, and it's going to continue to happen. So, when they did that in Kaduna, no arrest, no fight back, no nothing. Do you understand that? You see, these terrorists, the way they operate, even the Nigeria military, they have seen them firsthand, and they have realized that Nigeria is finished. These guys, they can start war. The Taliban like war. They can start it in Nigeria, and they will be capturing city by city, state by state, until they capture everywhere. That's how much the capacity they have. All those lies they are telling you, Nigerian military can do this and that, they are all lies that you will soon explode on everyone's faces. When they come into town, when the terrorists enter, they are not coming like 50, 60 people, 100. Oh. They come like 300, 400. They may have up to 250 bikes. Do you get that? And just 2-3 Hilux buses or Hilux trucks. So you see, when they enter your area, this is not like armed robber group of 20, 30 people. We are talking about army. That is why they can easily overrun military bases and the rest of them. And it is like a practice there. There's a video. Let me give you an example of what it looks like. This video is not from Kaduna. I know so many people have seen this video and they have promoted this video as the Kaduna invasion, the Kaduna airport invasion. No, this is not. This is a video from the campaign, the APC, Egbekebe's campaign in Sokoto in 2019. But I just want to use it as a context of what I'm telling you, what their invasion looks like on the bike. And what can it look like if they invade a tarmac of airports, right? Check this video out, just for context.
Yeah. Filmmaker.
Sokoto from the Congress.
Do you understand that now? Some of you have seen the video out there, and they actually presented them as the video of the invasion of the airports, but it's not. It was these Buharidins, the Buhari idiots, the cyber barbarians, in their usual way, when Bokwari was touching down or something like that in Sokoto or something. So they were there, they invaded the tarmac and everybody, you know, and that was what happened there. But just imagine that, close your eyes, that video I just shown you just now. Just close your eyes for a second and imagine 400 Okadas with AK-47 guns. And you are right there in a plane. What are you going to do? That is exactly how they operate. Do you understand? They come from everywhere. Now, see, as they are coming from everywhere, imagine if they were shooting. Just imagine the scene. That is exactly the terrorists that Nigeria is pardoning. That's the context of the terrorists that APC, Egbekegbe, for 7 years protected, provided money for, and they said they are rehabilitating them. That is the context of the terrorists who bombed the train track along Abuja Kaduna Expressway. Families, people who have plans, who have dreams, people who have hope, like you and me, people who have life issues, concerns, things that bothers them, their joy, their happiness, people who look forward to something great. Everyone going home. God knows where home was for them. Nearly 1,000 people. Then boom, 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 like magic. It was like a war zone. People started there, screaming for help. Those who could call, those who could send messages, and on that train trip, there were Hausas there, there were Fulanis there, there were Yorubas there were Igbos there were anything from everywhere. People of normal life. Buhari idiots, cyber barbarians, the non-Nigerians, the Biafrans, the everybody. Humans who have no so much say in why their government is rehabilitating terrorists rather than prosecute them. They got caught up, and that could be anybody. Just like the lady that got killed. So many people have been confirmed killed, though. But you see, Chinelo, Megafu, Dr. Chinelo, Megafu. Let me see if I still have a picture here. Just for context as well. Let me see. Okay, I don't. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to take you all to the scene a little bit. Then I'm going to take you into what happened after, in order for you to know that Nigeria is broken. Nigerians are broken. A lot of things have been damaged inside Nigerians. And they are either too proud or too ashamed to admit, before they can easily say, enough, we shouldn't be like this. We shouldn't become silly people without conscience. But again, every tragedy in Nigeria, when it exposes the fraud called One Nigeria, it also exposes the hypocrisy and the damages, psychological damages that Nigeria has done in so many Nigerians. It is a basket case of sadness. Anyone could be the victim. Let me give you an example, right? When the news broke, they are attacking us. They are attacking us, airports. The first one that caught the attention of the people was the message of Chinelo. Let me bring a picture on. It's going to help what I'm about to share with you. 1 second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just share my screen with you. So when the news broke and people were like, they are being attacked, please help us. Nobody was going to help them. They were on their own. However, the terrorists knew what they came for. They came to kidnap as many people as possible. And they would do it successfully without any hindrance, right? One of those who screamed for help was Chinelo, Dr. Chinelo Megafu. I have been shot. Please pray for me. And the first set of people to respond, Nigerians, they didn't pray for her. They attacked her. They abused her. Some even asked, "Are you dead now?" Yes. The vile, the cold-heartedness of your leaders, the criminal, heartless, aimless people that call themselves your leaders, they are just the reflections of the people they lead. First clip from inside the train is this one. So, and another one from the scene is this. Right. And I think here is another one that actually shown the damages a little bit. Sorry, they are just short clips, okay? Hang on. That's when Pastor Ruga went there.
Okay. Diga kan rel din ne. Kan rel din. Suka plantin bomb.
Hi. Oh my God. Kaman gobara fa irin da aka ji. Ka.
Amma an duba nan ba mutum.
Okay.
Ga kai a gaba kan ne daga inji sai kai. Akwai generator. Din head.
Kai, sun riga sun bata wannan gaba daya.
This coach is gone.
Haba. Na yi ko repairing.
So that's the inside. All right. So if you check your screen, I decided to go on Twitter. That is where the conversation is pretty much so active. She asked for help. She's not the only one. She said, please, she said, I've been shot. Please pray for me. Right? They didn't pray for her. They thought she was chasing clouds. Right? They were like, oh, shut up your mouth, enemy of Nigeria. You are just, you know, there are these characters on social media who are called the Buhari idiots, the Lagos Abobakus. The Yoruba version of them, they are called the Southwest BMC, Buhari Media Team, BMT or BMC. Their own is to always water down the truth, especially if that is going to expose the fraudulent association they joined in the name of Yoruba people. So they went for her. She was shot right there in her chest. Right? She, according to the report, she walked in Kaduna. Okay. She was traveling to Abuja, and the terrorists bombed the train, the track, and they started shooting and shooting. One of the bullets hit her. And before she died, she was able to tweet and say, I have been shot. Please pray for me. You know? And as Nigerians, the hypocrites or hypocritical Nigerians, thank God for those, not every one of them, because people have been really, really speaking up. Right? They didn't pray for her. Itifnumbu, Lagos Abobakus, the ass lickers, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, what did they do? They went for her straight up. Right? And then in one of their response, look at this, your screen. Chinelo, who just recently resigned as a medical doctor and was billed to leave Nigeria this Friday, just about 4 days away or 3 days away. She was meant to leave Nigeria and pursue a career outside Nigeria, but she won't be able to do that. So in a time of need, possibly among those who, you know, never believed that Nigeria could happen to them, which is always the warning. Nigeria will happen to you. Nigeria will happen to anyone as long as Nigeria continues to exist. If you don't believe it, you may have to believe it in a very hard way. I am in the train. I have been shot. Please pray for me. The first person to respond is this person, Iyabo Awokoya. Arinola Ifeoma, she always used that kind of name on social media to show that she's married to an Igbo. She's detribalized, but she's the symbol and then the poster girl for the Lagos Abobakus. Okay, the ass lickers, the crumb eaters, including, because she doesn't live in Nigeria. Okay, I'm going to show you a picture. That's her response. Oniroshi. She's also supposed to be a mother, by the way. Now, she didn't tweet and say, this country is a terrible place. This country, this and that. She said, I have been shot. Please pray for me. That's all she tweeted, right? But to them, oh, look at you. You want to spoil APC name. What are you doing on Buhari's train? Are you not, because of her name, she was automatically tagged IPOB. And guess what? She deserved whatever happened to her. That's exactly what they said. Listen, these are the Lagos Abobakus. This one of them, this Arinola, I'll show you a picture. She lives, I think she lives in either UK or Canada, I don't know, okay? But she's the symbol of poverty. as it is, she's the one who always encourages, you know what I mean, the poverty message of APC. If you complain that you can't really afford a bag of rice anymore, Mama Poverty will come after you. If you complain that government is minimum wage is 30,000 naira, there is no job, there's no this and that, Mama Poverty will come for you. But they have their crew like that. The reason why they are enslaved to what Bokwari and APC Egbekebe does is because of Tifnumbu. These are the foot soldiers who some of you see on social media, and you blame, you say Yoruba this, Yoruba that. These are the Omoale Yorubas. Some of them live in Nigeria. Majority of them don't live in Nigeria. They are those who live outside Nigeria, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers that I told you of. They will never live in that place because they know it's a shithole, of course. So they didn't pray for her. This one, Abolore, said, are you dead now? Vile, atlas, rogues. Here is another one. They call him Woye. I think this one live in the UK, right? So, are you dead now from them, right? So, that was the vileness. However, it didn't end there. One of the other parts that you probably have also heard is this. Of course, when the terrorists struck, when they were operating, there were some soldiers who responded. Do you know what happened to them? They smoked them like suya. That's what happened. Although this image may be kind of disturbing, in fact, will be very disturbing for some of you. So I advise viewers' discretion on this. So check your screen if you can still see. Let me see. Like I said, it's quite disturbing. So I am going to take it off now. Okay. So give me a sec. We don't know the numbers of people killed. We don't know the numbers of people kidnapped. But as you are watching this video, the terrorists have now contacted the families of those they kidnapped. Among those they have told us killed, some of them are government workers who were traveling on official assignments. And Nigeria happens to them. And it can happen to anybody, just at any time. You just need to pay attention to what we have been telling you. Nigeria is designed to kill us. There is no genuine effort to punish terrorists in Nigeria. There is no genuine effort, even as a political party, as a government, even as a people from northern Nigeria, the elite and the rest of them. There is no proven effort that they are going to end this. It is going to be another tragedy in the basket of, or in the bag of the tragedies that you have known with Nigeria. These bombing and killings along Kaduna Abuja Expressway, sometimes we put to question, all the time put to question, what happened to the Tucano jets they bought? What happened to nearly $1 billion they invested in arms and then ammunitions to fight terrorism? Of course, you have an idea what happened. Most of those weapons have found their ways into the eastern Nigeria, where innocent people are being hunted down and they're massacred in droves. They are being buried in shallow graves all these crimes are being hidden. And therefore, the personnel, the people that should go after terrorists, they are all there in eastern Nigeria. And it is also a total media blackout, complete blackmail, falsehood, and misinformation, just to continue to keep you in the dark. Ask yourselves, how is this so convenient for ragtag criminals, ragtag armed criminals, to be able to overrun this, the security or the military defense of a country like Nigeria without any insider compromise? Ask yourselves this. When you then find the answers, then you have the answers to why you should never in any way, overtly or covertly, continue to indulge the continued existence of Nigeria. Nigeria is not one. Nigeria is not united. There are no heroes past that is in any way worked for any great country called Nigeria. Nigeria is not great. Don't let anybody lie to you. What you are doing is that you are contributing blood, which is actually the energy, the lifeline of the existence of Nigeria. Now, look at it this way. If you can see the context of what Nigeria has become, if you can see those behind it, if you can see through the charade, the lies, the veil of deceit, then you have possibly managed, or should I say, you would have possibly managed, right, to defeat the social conditioning, which is the, well, it is the workbook of the rogues who make this last this long. Nigeria is not great because some people sacrificed anything. The blood of people sacrificed for Nigeria every day. These are not blood sacrificed willingly. People go to war to defend their own country. People go to war to defend their own land. In order for their women and children to be safe, in order for their communities to be safe, in order for them to be able to what? Progress, prosper in the land of their own forebearers. You don't get killed by terrorists where you are completely powerless and armless, defenseless. Your government abandoned you, the people in government abandoned you. Rather than defend you, they turned it into a business. Then they snapped your life away from you, just like that, dead, gone. And they said, your death will not be in vain. Of course it is in vain. You didn't give up your life to defend. They won't even let you do that. They just want to take it away from you, unannounced. And that is unacceptable for those who will never wait and die. If you don't understand the concept of turn by turn, Nigeria Limited, in this case, it is the turn by turn of a death. And then you ask yourselves, if we have to keep this Nigeria the way it is, who is going to be next? Whose blood is going to then be taken, spilled, to atone for whatever sins they might have told you that we've committed? I have told you, I am not in the world of those they have conditioned, psychologically conditioned, to believe that the reason why this is happening is because of our sins. I've told you to distance yourself from religion. Whenever religion decided to influence how you should see the truth, excuse me, I have told you several times, and I'll continue to remind you, distance yourself from the religion. Religion that tells you or try to manipulate or influence how you see this honest reality, or how you should see this honest reality. You should do away with that. You get what I mean now? So many of us knows that it won't work. And we are not stupid. What they are doing to so many people is that they are making you believe that you are either confused or somehow scared. All of these are not happening, or they may never get to you, or in fact, it's just going to happen. It's going to be a phase, and before you know it, it's going to be gone. What they are not telling you is that every day that they tell you to wait, every day that they tell you to pray, every day that they tell you to hope, every day somebody's blood is being spilled. And ask yourself, what kind of a sin would people commit that they have publicly shown that they are so close to God? Oh dear. Many of them have turned themselves to the attorney generals of hellfire or heaven. So many of them have turned themselves to the advisors, special advisors to Baba God, on who and who goes to hell or heaven. The people who have publicly displayed this religiosity, people who have publicly displayed this godliness, how come their sins are not forgiven and they are being slaughtered by terrorists that have been weaponized by their own supposed leaders, governments, and the rest? So distance yourself from the religion. Distance yourself from all those teachings. Distance yourself from all those ideas that influence the reality. They tell you not to see it that way. They tell you to pray because God, there's some powerful being, there's some powerful this and that, powerful forces who are making this happen. Don't believe in that bullshit. That is what religion does to you. It tells you, but there is one powerful God who, after you have been so honest and so faithful to him, he still allowed those powerful evil to allow the terrorists to spill your blood, to allow the terrorists in government to conjure and to conspire to kill you, to allow the terrorists in government to continue to commit genocide. So that is what religion does to you. It confuses you. It complicates things for you. Distance yourself from it, because you see what we are dealing with is a situation of life and death. When they tell you to pray, when they tell you to wait, when they tell you to hope, what they are not telling you is that you are just a waiting sacrificial lamb. Just ask yourselves, who is next? When is my turn? If I am going to be the survivor of today, am I going to be the victim of tomorrow? Or if I survive tomorrow, would I be the victim of the day after? What if I survive that? Would I be the victim of the one after? Wow, is Nigeria going to happen to me? Should I wait till it happened to me? And if I survive that before I can then know that nobody is coming to help. Now, if you can then mentally deal with this in black and white, right? Then the problem is half solved. The manipulation is half destroyed. The rest is now left for how you take the action. Some of us have passed the stage of being manipulated. Many of us are living in that reality. And what we are seeing to be the future of Nigeria, with what they have done so far, trust me, a situation that, you see, this is beyond corruption. This is beyond corruption or selfishness or whatever you want to call it. This is deeper. It is deeper because it has the corrupt, cold-blooded criminals who have now infiltrated all the supposed neutral institutions who were supposed to serve the interest of everyone who is still forced to be part of that contraption called Nigeria. Are you with me? So, I'm going to pick that. So many of us are already living in that reality. Are you with me? Which means we can no longer be dragged into saying, oh, maybe it is not what we have, or maybe it's not what we have seen, or we are seeing. But trust me, in this case, or in this regard, for those of us who have come to this reality, we would rather save you, put it this way, we would rather try and save you the agony of waiting to die while you are hoping on something that is deliberately put together to kill you. Think about that. The terrorists have their clear way. The institutions that were supposed to protect all of this or prevent all of this have been infiltrated. The judiciary is compromised. The police is compromised. The military is compromised. The DSS is compromised. The Air Force is compromised. The presidency is compromised. The political parties are compromised. The religious circle they are compromised as well. Where do you turn to? You turn to the people's courts. Which rules do you resort to? You resort to your own rules. You don't listen to their rules anymore, because it was listening to their rules that led us to this stage, to these states. And if you choose hope that they set for you, then you choose same fate like those who are going to end up like those who died just yesterday. Many others have been killed today already. You just haven't read the report yet. Okay? And it is just a matter of who is next. When is next? Chinelo had dreams. She probably also talked about all the problems and all that. But it wasn't just that Nigeria failed her. As much as some people were mocking her earlier, like I told you, for you to know the damages that Nigeria has done to an average Nigerian in that country, I saw my own Biafran brothers and sisters there too. When it was finally reported that Dr. Chinelo is dead from my injury, and many people were hitting these Lagos Abobakus alive, and some of my Biafran brothers on social media, they also wanted to turn it into ethnic war. Yorubas versus Igbos, Yorubas versus this and that. Under that same Chinelo's tweet, where she only asked for, pray for me. She didn't even condemn Nigeria. She didn't condemn the government. She didn't do it. She just said, pray for me. I have been shot. I saw there my Igbo brothers and sisters too. And they were asking her, oh, are you not dead yet? What are you doing in Kaduna? Why are you not working in Biafra land? What have you done? Why didn't you support them as in Amdika? People were like, how can you be so insensitive? And I said, if you pay attention very well, the damages that Nigeria has done to a majority of these people, majority of them, it will take genuine, healed psychologists to diagnose the level of damages done to us as a people. Biafrans under Chinelo, when they found out that she's working in Kaduna, she's a doctor, she's this and that. Insensitive idiots. They went under there. And what did they say? What are you doing in Kaduna? That's how they will kill all of you. All of you will not believe in Biafra. You are there. You are all of this. Why? Have you not been reading the news? You are supposed to go back to the east. You are supposed to. How can you be so insensitive? Is that actually the right time? Then rather than for me to get angry for real, I just felt like, oh, more. It is the damages done to so many people. Many of them, they don't even admit it. They have been killing people. What did Chinelo said? I have never heard Chinelo say something about the people killed in Eastern Nigeria. Many. I said, Baba, does that mean that you love Biafra than your other fellow Biafrans too? How can you be so insensitive? And that's when you see the damages done. Everybody is eating everybody up out there now. Some of them have turned it into ethnic war. Igbos versus Yoruba. Yorubas hate Igbo. Igbos hate Yoruba. All of them are doing that. Guess what? In the next 48 hours, they are going to be talking about other victims too. And we said something about the unity of the victims. Only if you know you are a victim as well. You may be living abroad. Listen to me very well. If you pay attention very, very well, you will discover one thing. Nigeria has failed everyone. But only few actually realizes that it is all right to personalize your own disappointment in what Nigeria has done. But you see that damages, that psychological damages, eh? You are not the only one they've done it to. They've psychologically destroyed the brains. If you are a Nigerian, especially, listen to this, especially if you were born after 1966 and you lived through the military rule, the military abuses and the killings, the pogroms. You lived through the Civil War and every other profiling, gaslighting that has happened. You, as a typical Nigerian, you want me to advise you? I don't care how old you are. You should go for a therapy. Therapy of PTSD. Nigeria psychologically destroyed many of us, to the point that we sometimes don't even know when we let out our prejudices in public. And then you start explaining. No, I'm not trying to say, don't explain yourself. You've already made your point. But when you pay attention, you will see them in Yoruba land, you will see them in Igbo land, you will see them in Ijo land, you will see them in Fulani, everywhere. Then that is where me, I now said, okay, with the damages done to all of us, that we are too arrogant to even admit. Me, I had to admit to it before I actually believe that I have healed from it. The moment I figured out that psychologically everything that is wrong is right, depends on which side you are in Nigeria. And until you become a victim of what you like, you will never dislike it. And then I then figured out that everyone is actually the victim of the system. People just choose to personalize it differently based on what they called personal experience. The Biafrans, when they want to express their own psychological anger of what Nigeria did and is doing to them, they personalize it. And the way they express it is different from how a disappointed Yoruba man or woman is going to, has personalized his or her own disappointment in what Nigeria has done. And therefore, it's going to be different from how he or she will express that disappointment. So when everybody started personalizing that their disappointment in Nigeria, they started devising different means of fighting back that disappointment, which led to all these different, this is what we want from Nigeria. We don't want this. We don't want to be part of that anymore. We need to break it up. Everybody needs to go their way and the rest of that. But there is a missing link. There's a missing link, which I discovered. The missing link is that everybody wanted their own disappointments addressed and fixed their own way, but they are missing the fact that everyone is a victim, and the villains, the criminals who put us in this precarious situation, they all come from our different tribes too. So if we can personalize our disappointments and at the same time personalize our solutions as victims of the system, we won't find it hard to find comradeship, found ourselves together as the victim of a system that is killing us
breaking us, destroying us, and not even ready to admit to what they have done. They said no conversation. They said Nigeria unity is non-negotiable because they set the rules. And they sustain the rules because we are divided. Yoruba versus Igbo. Igbos versus Ijos. Ijos versus Shekiri. Shekiri versus Yoruba. Yoruba versus Hausa. The victims versus themselves. The oppressors are united. And as divided as we are, is because we don't discover that we are the victim of what they do. We are the victim of what they do. And when the consequences of what they do comes back, it doesn't go to them as, oh, is the person who commandeered that is an Hausa man. Oh, this is a Fulani man. Let it go to the Fulani and that. Oh, let it go to, you know what I mean? It touches everyone. Now, if you personalize the problem, if you personalize the solution, can you continue to differentiate the victimhood? Because at the end of the day, you are fighting the same system that doesn't give a damn whether you are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, or anything. And they have shown that. They have proved that time without number. The only thing we haven't done is for all of us to accept that we are victims, true, and we are victims of the same system. If we don't unite with all those personalized problems and solutions, if we don't hold hands, if we don't listen to ourselves, if we don't talk about our differences, if we don't talk about our solutions, if we don't team together in this whole mess, forget it. We can be so loud, very, very loud, but we will continue to be victims. And then it will be whose time is next. Who is going to be the next person? I'm going to take a break. I need to mix my tea. It's gone cold. And at the same time, I'm going to continue the part 2 of this. I'm going to take calls. Anyway, I am going to take calls. But before I do that, let me take a break. So let me say thank you to Peter Mann, my brother, sir. Thank you so much for always a super chat and your message as well. And same thing goes to I think I got another one from the Eagle. So the Eagle, thank you very much for your own super chat too. So all of you who have been with me from this moment, yeah, I want you to probably go for your own tea break too. So when I get back, we will continue the second part of this before we take calls. So thank you very much. I need to make the tea. I'll be back. Thank you very much for your time. So, talking about solution, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait until you become a victim. You see, when they tell you to get ready for an election, it is them telling you to wait for their own, for them to set the rules for you again. You don't let them do that. There are things that are already gone worse in Nigeria as we speak. And in a sane place, in a sane country, there should already have, there should already be what we call the national conversation. Regionally right now, there should have been some people, some responsible leaders, elders or so, who should ordinarily, as we speak,
be calling on, thank you very much, be calling on a community conversation that this Nigeria is broken. No matter how much they have hidden it, or they pretended to be hiding it, no matter how much campaigns they want to put out there to make you believe that changing government is going to obviously make the whole problem disappear, right? They should be mobilizing in stopping all of that until these problems are addressed. But the situation has gone quite even worse. That any one of them who currently stands up and speak out is likely going to be hunted down or killed. Late Professor Mailafia, Obadiah Mailafia, you remember the man? He said by 2022, these guys are going to start a civil war. And they're going to provoke the civil war that the election they told you they were going to conduct is never going to happen. Now, plus or minus, can you tell me in a very good conscience, right? Apart from, okay, what am I even saying? Can you say this in a very good conscience? Anywhere in the whole world right now, where hundreds of people are being killed needlessly by terrorists or made disappear, houses being burnt down by state-sponsored terrorists. Can you tell me anywhere in the world where people are dying in hundreds without fighting any war, except in Nigeria? Can you? You have no idea that if what is going on in Nigeria is being reported like as they are happening, right? Majority of you are never going to be jumping up and down for any election. No, because you will know that you are just a disaster waiting to happen. And being a disaster waiting to happen, you should not be waiting to be killed before you finally speak out or even stop any idea that is going to continue to validate this. Election is not going to change it. Have you actually asked yourself that? It's not going to change it. Maintaining the status quo of what they have done is paramount. And if you have paid attention very well, fear is their trade. And the only reason why they can keep the entire country in perpetuity of fear is because Nigeria is still joined together. And many people who claimed to be speaking for other part of Nigeria, especially southern Nigeria, yeah, they have been compromised. And they have only one thing to say: how to keep Nigeria one. And keeping Nigeria one, as it is right now, is just an indirect acceptance of a death wish, suicide wish. You cannot fix this Nigeria that they have, that you have now. You cannot fix it. The military, the security system is completely compromised. When I say completely, these are supposed people, personnel trained with Nigeria money. They were supposed to see crime before they happen and prevent them. They were supposed to go after criminals, not protect them. Now you have a security system in Nigeria where terrorists are being protected. So what does that tell you? It simply means that the rank and file of those who are supposed to know before you and I even know anything, they know and they keep those information. Rather than use those information to protect you, they use those information to protect the terrorists. Now, they have become so comfortable that they are no longer hiding it. Operation Safe Corridor, no law give them that right, but they are obeying it anyway. Terrorists in their thousands are being released. No name, no probe, no nothing, and they are being given money. Terrorism is not going down. It is spreading. The reason why we have managed somehow to ward them off so far, especially in southern Nigeria, is because in eastern Nigeria, you have the Eastern Security Network. The ones that the same Eastern Security Network, that they are working tirelessly. They are working day and night to demonize, to criminalize, to blackmail, and continue to convince you that they are those behind the insecurity in Eastern Nigeria. But yet, they are making it hard for you, right? Or they are having it so hard to answer some certain questions, which actually exposed the whole criminality going on in Eastern Nigeria, the whole collaboration of the political class, how the insecurity in Eastern Nigeria escalated, how they have managed to use their media and use their own government tools, and then so many other things, force and all that, to make you believe that definitely the people who came together, who volunteered to go after the Fulani terrorists, who are wreaking havoc, who are gaining and advancing into the core heart of Igbo land, the Biafra land, the people, the young and the old who volunteered, they were just the vigilantes. Listen to me. The Eastern Security Network, they were just vigilantes like your Amotekun. They are just vigilantes like all the vigilantes you have in southern Nigeria, in Yoruba land. These guys, they are just the vigilantes like you have the JTF in northern Nigeria, JTF in Jos, JTF in Benue, JTF in Sokoto, JTF in Borno. But when it became the turn of the Igbos, they said they were the unknown gunmen because it was deliberate. Their mission was simple. We want to keep our people safe. We will not allow our children, our women, to end up in the hands of ravaging barbaric terrorists, Fulani terrorists. When this idea got to northern Nigeria, they called them Joint Task Force, JTF. They gave them guns. They allowed them to patrol with the military. They allowed them to patrol with the police. Because according to them, these were the people who are the vigilantes, the locals, those who understand the terrain. They could help the military, the police to curb the terrorism in northern Nigeria. When it got to southern Nigeria, they said they are going to start Amotekun. It was the northern Nigeria elite who campaigned against it. It was the northern Buhari idiots, the northern side barbarians who went on social media to campaign against it. They said Amotekun was targeted at them. It was targeted at Fulanis in Yoruba land. Don't ever forget that. Liejiriya said, our intention and our plan to protect ourselves and defend ourselves against the invading Fulani terrorists, using the covers of cows, carrying AK-47 on our farms, kidnapping our men and women, raping our women and children, barring them from their farms, destroying our own economy. We decided to defend ourselves rather than get the support of the Nigeria military, the Nigeria police, the Nigeria government. No, they came all at us. They didn't call us JTF. They said it was targeted at them, and they did everything to turn Amotekun into paper tigers who can only bark and they cannot bite. Oloye Sunday Igboho came out and he said, we will defend ourselves. We are not lacking personnel or human beings who can defend Yoruba land. We are not lacking the ability to defend ourselves or defend our land. The northern Arewa, they came after him. Gumi, the Sheikh Osama bin Gumi, started a tour, a campaign of calumny. They didn't call Igboho JTF. Yorubas, who were supposed to see the light, educated ones, but for political gain, political exigency, they say, the greedy, selfish rogues among us, selfish criminals among us, they said that Amotekun is unnecessary. Nigeria police can protect us. Nigeria military can protect us. Remember, they are already compromised. Rather than them protect us, they were those warning our people never to defend themselves, never to stop them from invading their farms. If you stop Fulani coming to your village, the Nigeria military will come down after that. They will round you up, able-bodied men and women. They will whip you and beat you up and give you the last warning. Do not ever Stop the Fulani from coming to your village. Do not ever come out and report it to the media, or else the day they come to kill you, do not call us to defend you. This is our reality in Yoruba land. This is what the Lagos Abobaku is buried. This is what Ifnumbus don't want to be discussed. This is what APC, Egbekegbe says, if you say it, you are dividing Nigeria. This reality is what they buried. Amotekun turned to an attack on the north. The ban on open grazing became an attack on the north. The plan to defend ourselves against the Fulani terrorists became an attack on the north. They didn't call us JTF. They hunted us down. They targeted Igboho. They attempted to kill him. They killed 2 innocent people in his house. It's crime. Let us stop the Fulani who are raping our women and chasing our men and women, those who are kidnapping our people on the motorway, those who are running us out of our own villages and our farms. That was his own offense. They declared Igboho wanted, and they continue to hunt for his head to this day. And his offense, let Yoruba defend Yoruba land. Same thing happened in Igbo land. No matter what they have told you, they said Nnamdi Kanu is talking tough. Nnamdi Kanu is threatening them. What was the threat of Nnamdi Kanu? The Fulanis are coming. They are coming to take our land. They are coming to kill our women. They are coming to rape them. They are coming to lord over us. They are coming to subjugate us. They are coming to destroy us. They are coming to enslave us. When they come, we will fight. When they kill us, we will kill them. Before they take our land, they will need to kill us. But we know they don't have the capacity to even fight us. They don't have the capacity to even take our land. They have no capacity to enslave us. They don't have the ability to take our land. But they have the backing of the jihadist government of Nigeria. The Fulanis who are rampaging on rampage, ravaging everywhere. They don't have the capacity to overrun us. They are only doing it because they have the backings and the support, the weapons, the finance of those who sworn publicly to keep us safe. They turned around. The safety of the Fulani terrorists became paramount. As the terrorists were killing, their leaders are making laws to protect them, to safeguard them. They are making laws against Nigerians from asking questions about these ideas, these strange ideas of accommodating our killers, of taking them in as our brothers and sisters. They have been forced to accept all these ideologies. It's not because they can do it without the support of this terrorist in government. Nnamdi Kanu said, come together, defend your land. If you don't, you have nowhere to go back to. You have nowhere to call home. When this dust settle, all of you will become history. If you don't believe me, just watch what is going on in the Middle Belt. Don't pretend you don't know, even if they are lying to you. Can you please smell the morning coffee? Can you please read the room? Nigeria is not for you. Rather than for us to listen to him, right? We castigated him. We ganged up against him. Just like Chinelo, Dr. Chinelo, when he was crying for help and telling you, don't wait till you become a victim. They told us, our oppressors, our killers, the beneficiary of our traducers, the beneficiaries of our misfortune. They told us, Nnamdi Kanu is dangerous. Nnamdi Kanu is unhinged. Nnamdi Kanu is mad. Nnamdi Kanu is this. Nnamdi Kanu is that. Nnamdi Kanu is asking for war. They didn't say Nnamdi Kanu was calling our attention to our eventual doom. Nnamdi Kanu was calling our attention to the planned genocide that many of you in 1 million years will never believe could happen. And how many of you have now seen so many things that you never believed could happen in Nigeria happened right before your eyes. And you are asking yourselves, how did we get here? How did we get here? When did Nigeria turn to this? How did Nigeria become this? A man was screaming in the wilderness. They said he was a madman. They said he was calling for war. They said those who are believing in him should be killed. And indeed, you gave them the license to kill them. They killed them. They brag about killing them. They made them disappear. They kidnapped them. They denied them justice. You watch them do that to them. Some of you felt that they were doing it in order to protect you. Some of you even said it is the right thing to do because you don't want them to turn to another Boko Haram, while the real terrorists are getting covered. Real terrorists are getting pardoned. Real terrorists are making laws for you to accommodate terrorists in your domains. Nnamdi Kanu said, if you don't want your families to end up in this slave camp, if you don't want your children to be displayed as kidnapped children from their schools, right there in the heartland of Biafra land, you need to stand up and defend your people. I can't do it alone. I can't come here and defend you alone. Nobody will do it for you if you don't stand up and do this. And just like in northern Nigeria, people volunteer, didn't they? They did volunteer. They were supposed to be called vigilantes. They were supposed to be called JTF. They were supposed to be called, patriots who rose to defend the land, when the real security men who should defend you have been overwhelmed by the terrorists that are being given cover by the government of Nigeria. Rather than for you to see them as your own JTF, rather than for them to receive support from the military, rather than for them to receive support from the Nigerian police, rather than for them to receive support from the political class, rather than for them to receive support from the religious class, rather than for them to receive support from the business class, they received angst, they received enmity, they received attack, they received death, and they turned them. They said they are unknown gunmen. How could people who out of frustration, call it, out of nothing else to do, out of all disappointment, out of all Nigeria did to them like they did to you, decided to defend themselves? How could you then believe that they are the enemies who are going to then be killing their own people and you are not paying attention? They didn't call them JTF. They did not call them this. They called them enemies in order to kill them. And the real enemies, the real murderers, the real killers, the bombers, the people who have the capacity to actually carry out a war, those who can stage a jihad and they can take cities, your politicians will run away. Those who can shoot down fighter jets, those who can kidnap people en masse, those who can keep people, who can keep their kidnapped victims in forests for months, undetected, are never called enemies. That is where you should start probably reading the room. That is where you should start believing that they have played you for so long. And that is where you should begin to call it enough in believing in their rules. They created these problems. And they used the ruined institutions to maintain it. They are those who tell you who is an enemy. Think about that. Igbowo is an enemy. Igbowo is a potential enemy for asking the Yorubas to defend themselves, not to fight Yorubas, not to fight, even the Fulanis, the Hausas in Yoruba land who are doing their legitimate businesses. Igbowo said, let us come together and defend ourselves. What they are doing to our people in these places, in this forest, they are not reported. If you have a clue about what they are doing, you would go berserk. You will go so mad. And indeed, you probably will be worse than the terrorists that they said you should fear. What did Igbowo get? Death sentence. Before they bomb you, before you become the next victim, Yoruba nation will save you. There is going to be this sense of security, sense of fulfillment of purpose when you stop following the rules set by the criminals that are benefiting from this disaster before you become a victim. Just before you become a victim. There's a lot. I won't talk. I don't want to take too much of your time. I've spent about 90 minutes. And I think I'll just leave the rest to myself right now, and I'll let you say yours. I'll open my line, and the number is right there on your screen. So if you are my friend, and we have nearly 1,900 of us, can you take a minute to like this video? If you have stayed with us for this long, that means you're probably enjoying what you have been hearing, haven't you? So you can now like that video. Let's see, can we get that to 1,000 of us? If you have 1,900 people and you only have 500 people who have actually dropped their offerings, that is not good. So take a minute, like this broadcast, like the video, share it if you haven't really shared it. All right. If you haven't subscribed on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, subscribe as well. You don't want to miss anything, do you? I have my first caller. Hello there.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you? Your name?
I'm doing very well. My name is Adewale, also known as the African Wahala.
Adewale, the African Wahala. How are you? I bet that's African Wahala from Canada, by the way. Brother, you are opening the floor tonight.
Sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I had to call first because it's so difficult to call in if I don't make the first call. So that's why I'm calling first. I wanted to talk about the Nigerian-Ghana game, the aftermath. You know, during the game, before the game started, I was telling as many people as possible that stop wasting your time. Even if Nigeria wins this match, it's only temporary joy. How about you focus on real life? Stop wasting your time focusing on a match. It's just like watching Big Brother Nigeria. It's only going to give you temporary joy. And then their hearts got broken because Ghana qualified for the World Cup.
So what was the score? I didn't watch it, so I don't waste my time anyway. What was the score?
It was 1-1, you know. Ghana scored an away goal
Ghana
in
scored
Abuja.
In Nigeria. So aggregate. Ghana qualified.
Yes.
So if I say they don't have their
so Ghana
to the injury. Go on.
Baba, come see as people craze for stadium now. Immediately Ghana scored like this. Oh boy, they don't scatter Abuja Stadium, oh bro. They don't piece the stadium.
I will get
the
video.
videos are everywhere.
That means I will get some video, but who waiting for me now after this program? But continue, Africa.
Baba, videos, Yakpa. I just want to tell people that please.
I want to see what they did to that place.
See, Baba, and everybody listening, please don't waste your time on all these trivial, temporary things that make you happy and forget about your sorrows. Because in real life, once you forget about your sorrow temporarily, the real terrorism that is going on, you're not facing it any longer. No. And you become more vulnerable. Okay? So please, let's all just focus on reality, know exactly where we are going, and stop wasting our time on all these trivial things. That's all I have to say today, brother.
God bless you, African Wahala. It's so great to hear from you. People said that Maiyegun is on fire this evening. I bet many of you are on fire too. I want to listen to other person. Nice one.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
That's African Wahala. I have another person on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, brother.
Good evening, Rabami. How you doing? How family?
I am very well. I'm getting better. It be like say some of you don't get the vibe. Say it be like don't get better, right? You won't believe it, oh. Sunday. It was COVID, though. All this way, where I know they well.
Wow.
I swear it was COVID.
Wow.
But I'm glad I'm getting there, Paul. Sunday, go on.
Yeah, we are happy you're fine. Oh.
I'm getting better.
Leave our man. Leave our.
Thank you.
Well, good evening, comrades. Good evening, comrades. Oh, honestly, Baba, Nigeria will happen to anybody, anywhere in the world. You know, I was telling a couple of people, my friends, and why are you guys so happy about, or you're so excited to go to World Cup and do what? World Cup? Is that a country? A country. So how are we going to the World Cup? Look at what happened within 72 hours. 72 hours, Baba. You didn't see what just happened to Nigeria. You don't see 72 hours. In the last 72 hours, an airport was attacked. A railway was bombed. A train was stopped and passengers shot to death.
Another barracks was also attacked, where the numbers of military. You see that video I showed earlier, Tunde? Those are the soldiers killed at the train station. I mean, the train bombing, right? That same time, they went to another military post, not far from there. Baba, they shot and killed God knows how many soldiers. We don't have the figure yet. Go on. That same thing.
But with all these things that happened within 42 hours in a country, that all this one Nigeria, they're always happy about. In all of this, people's biggest pain is Nigeria missing a World Cup. It's like I don't understand. Our life has zero value to us. I don't understand. People die, for God's sake. People are dying.
And people are going to die tomorrow as well. You don't even know what tomorrow has in stock.
People are dying. And I hate to do something. I mean, I get some artists about Nigeria. They don't care about what goes on about people's life. Along. I always say this thing.
As in no joy, you. I swear. See, now when Nigeria happened to you, make Nigeria know happen to us all. Because when Nigeria happened to you, you realize that many Nigerians have been damaged beyond what you can imagine. And they look normal. They look normal, they are educated, they have family, they look like normal people. But you see that psychological damages, Blood of Jesus.
Baba, during that game, they were playing. Go online. I went online and saw that people were making analysis about Ghana, Nigeria. But I was so shocked people were not talking about what was going on in Nigeria.
No.
Like, I mean, I don't get it.
Sunday.
I need zero value for my power. Dollar delay. I mean, good progress. And you know what happens? You know what back to most? You know all this rubbish we do in Africa. Whenever we leave Africa, I'm out about the Western world. I don't know why we are
like normal people.
Yes, we start behaving like normal people. But when we are in Africa, we behave like animals. I don't know complain like my behavior. I'm not going to kill my binu. Kill am binu woman. Kill am binu fu. I won't wear no full and fu. We behave like animals. People have been dying. Look at that lady. Tony Abraham, she has to write a speech about it on Instagram. And exactly what you're saying is what she said, what she wrote. Exactly what you preached about today. Honestly, I'm
Thank you.
Honestly.
Thank
Very,
you so
very
much, Baba.
Thank you, Dari Baba.
Bless you. Let me take another one. So I've got another caller on the line. Here you go. Hello there.
Hello, Baba.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah, this is Bobola.
Say that again. Did you say Bobola?
Yeah, Bobola.
Yeah, good one, Baba. So, Bobo, how are you tonight, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine. You? Hope you are getting better now.
I am getting better.
I can see you are even better
You
now.
know, I have cooked my catfish. I've had semo twice already. I had plantain.
You.
Very pepperish. What have you? About the use my medicine. Very pepperish one. Duplicate. Now this one.
Baba, you see, there is one thing that we are forgetting that we are not discussing about. And no, I don't think that anyone has ever discussed about it.
Please tell us.
Is when Nigeria joined the OIC. No one has ever raised an eyebrow on why Nigeria joined the OIC. So you want to tell me now that all their, what do you call it? Probably maybe their annual meetings or whatever they're doing under the, what do you call it? Islamic this thing. What would they be discussing? Would they be discussing about the Christians or about other people?
It would just be about them and their agenda, of course.
That is it. But no one has ever raised an eyebrow since Babangida has made us to join OIC. No, none of the leaders have ever. And Ijo will also awaken that Nigeria is in debt and Buhari is, what do you call it, giving a gift of $1 million to Afghanistan. Why your people are in...
ASU was on strike in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. And they are still on strike.
Yeah, they can't pay doctors.
They can't pay doctors. They can't pay teachers. No.
Yeah. So, and Tabamawo, look at the way they divided the country. How can Tabata make country by 4 cardinal points? You will know where the south is, where the north is. But look at the way they divide it, right down to Kwara.
Something that was supposed to be like this.
Yes.
If you check your screen, as you are talking, I just put a map on the screen, right? If you check your screen right now, you can easily say, what is so difficult in dividing this or explaining this to a layman, what Nigeria was, and then everybody can go along this line. Everybody can easily just go their way.
That is exactly what we're saying. So we're in real trouble. If we don't get our ass together, South, if we don't get our ass together, we are in real trouble. Because it's coming. It's coming.
Thank you so much, Bobo.
So
let me take another one too.
Okay, Jari Baba. Okay, take care. All right,
bye. One. It's a pleasure hearing from you. I have another caller there on the line. Hello there.
Oh, hell, Biafra.
Holy Biafra. My brother, how are you?
I'm good, Maiyegun. I'm glad to hear that you're fine. You're doing well.
Thank you.
We know we need you in this fight.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for always shedding light in the darkness of this condemnable, damnable zoological republic we call the Zoo Nigeria. This thing that's been going on is all strategically planned to desensitize everyone, where no one even have any simple compassion for one another, where someone could be actually the last crying for help, and you literally will look and laugh at them and make fun of them. That shows you the damage beyond the damage what they've done to us, our people.
It's so much.
Almost like if you're here in the West, America, we have all this drug addicts, and in certain neighborhoods, there's drug infested, and you see someone overdosing, you just walk by like it's nothing. It's the same thing.
It's almost.
But whatever it is, nothing is going to stop the disintegration of that zoo, because it's the only way to save lives.
That's right.
And it's crazy that our people could leave that place and go to another country and become either number 1 or number 2 in their field. But there in that zoo, your dream, you're there for your dream to die.
The worst of Nigeria represent Nigeria. They said the best of Nigeria, they are not in Nigeria. And I believe that.
Yes, they're really not. They're not. I have friends, top-notch medical physicians, lawyers, you name it, they are here. But you can't take that skill back there and fix that place, because there's nothing to be fixed, because the place was never designed for it to be stable or be peaceful. It was designed to be in chaos, so the British that created it could make money off of it and continue to feed their country. I don't want to stay too long, Maiyegun. I'm just so happy to make sure that you're good and keep up the good fight. Keep firing on all cylinders. All hell Biafra. All hell
Biafra. All hell to do. My brother, you have a good one, okay? Stay safe too. I've got the Empress. Thank you very much for your super sticker, by the way. I just got that, so thank you. Hello there.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. Oh, got you. I mean, there's always going to be that time. For what we're going to try, right? There's always going to be that time. I'm going to eventually pick it on live broadcast eventually. So today is yours, sir. How are you?
Fine. Actually,
yes, sir.
Because fortunate person to cause COVID law, so to finish hospital for a long time.
Oh, so sorry.
So what
yes, sir.
I'm so happy. It's not that I'm not patriotic at all. When Nigeria lose, Nigeria lose against Ghana. I just want people to call Nigeria. Come on, according to the last caller, the earlier caller, I feel like concentrating call every time about football because football unites us. It's a temporary thing. Let us now concentrate on things that matters. You know what I'm saying? According to what you are saying, it's time for us to concentrate and start fighting for what is going to keep us alive because it never
honestly.
But you get what so Nigeria lose here, but because my four brothers were here, a lot of our also more like it because man like about the lose there because football.
Temporary league back issue. Before you know it, they come out, oh, look at them. Nigeria, you to the Daniel, we be no one doing. Kadeni could be out there, leader to Daniel. But after football, we go back to the trenches, crying, national at it again.
Everything will, I'm bad, but my worry. I'm bad, we go man bad, 2023. I might change everything. But 2023, I saw Politico, I saw anyway, my God will continue
to so better choose at least you push to logical conclusion. Yoruba nation, sir.
What can we do?
So today, wo Maiyegun for so long, yeah. Teba Taraba Mokunda that Teba Bokwani Pimon Yoruba conference in London. Ben ole ma debe abeni debe.
About now,
so Iberelawa we'll get to that stage too. Because Anshin Kokon, at least we are doing something. So yeah, we'll do something, sir.
All right.
At this stage, yeah.
It's a good work we are doing.
Thank you, sir.
It's a good work. You are so very important too.
I know.
Even if more you so they go also are very important. I'm telling you too, because it's not about it's the person that is changing because what you are doing is orientation. Each of will like it. You know what I'm saying? Because you are changing a lot of people's mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's about where go. I'm where they are looking at you.
I mean, I know to get insane, and I like that, sir. Value, and I'm so happy that you mentioned that. So yeah, I'll be careful, always careful.
Yeah. Thank you. Go commit to 30 you are blessed you.
Man, you too,
okay,
bye. Get to us soon, sir. Okay, mokunda any ko ba yin se eja tutu te ba like eja tutu, right? Any ko ba yin se to lata gidi gan, right? To ba le ba yin fi ewedu die mix ke wa try nko okele bi melo kan. E wa wo yato nu last few months and now. Emi ti try it ni o. Medical recommendation. Can you nice night?
Because 4 months more come on.
Oh,
bless. 8 months. Wow. So I took Maiyegun, God bless you.
And you too,
let me keep time for other people.
Yes, sir. That's a good one. Here we go. I have another person on the line. I don't know. Please, if you know they eat pepperish food, don't take my prescription. No. Somehow, I feel better since yesterday, since I started eating this. You know what I mean? So if you're having any kind of a flu or what have you, I mean, come on, swallow something. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, ma.
Thank God for your life.
Yes.
I'm glad to join
At
you.
last.
And
How are you, ma?
I'm good, and I praise God. I thank God for everything.
That's brilliant. And it's good to have you, ma. So everybody can hear you. You are right. You are live. Everybody can hear you.
Thanks. You see this issue of terrorism being downplayed. I just don't understand. 2 days ago, I think Ijeta or Ijeni, these so-called terrorists, they took over this same Kaduna airport.
That's right.
Lórí ẹṣin wọn. Nothing tí wọ́n ṣe about it. Even the newspaper, wọ́n kàn ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n ò gbọ́.
And now, me, idea segbe kan labele by Otoni headline. Tinubu will be the best Nigeria president. Headline. Terrorists, they bomb train. An Abuja Kaduna train. One hide in segbe kan by Nigeria.
What to bomb Abuja? This same Kaduna Abuja train. What to bomb? This so-called journalists to hear pariwo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú. Everybody, I don't know what is going on. Every one of them just live in perpetual fear of I don't understand. They know what is going on. The Bible says you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free.
So we
they know the truth, but they refuse to say the truth. They refuse to let the people in the country know what is going on. That country, gunpowder by. Sooner or later, Oshima explode. But it's only way àwọn èèyàn wa back home. If you look at it, some of them don't understand the level tí àwọn terrorists máa ń gbé.
They have no idea. Yeah, possible. You know, they always say, you know, people will say, oh, Baba, forget that. It's not possible. There are many things that people said can never happen. Like, no, I know it will never happen. Forget that one. You know, if it happen. Majority of them have happened, though. Now, people are now waiting for which one again will happen next. Which is going to happen? What's going to happen next?
And because they even cover this so-called the act of terrorism that is ongoing, they call it bandits. It's something banditry. It's not as big as people think. Tell me what is not big. In a civilized country, see terrorists from a train full of 1,000 people, the whole world will be coming down. The heaven will start coming down. The government is not talking about it.
No.
The newspapers are not talking about it. The terrorists took over the airport. Nobody. Even to the level where these so-called bandits, these so-called terrorists, these so-called
you see that banditry now. Yeah, you see that banditry is intentional that they use that to,
of course,
to douse it. They are terrorists, man.
That's it. They are terrorists. But to show the world where that is why they try to bring it down. They refuse to even walk on what prescribe one as terrorists. The killing cotton chefun.
Nothing.
Has any one of them been arrested?
No.
Has any one of them been prosecuted?
They are repentant.
Last month, I can think about 300 or 600 of them. No one graduate from what?
Do you want to know the total number of surrendered terrorists, man? Do you want to know the figure? They are now about 39,000. Nigeria military actually brag about that number. 39,000 terrorists surrendered with their family.
And you can see how the other ethnicity are just playing with fire. If they are sleeping, they should all wake up. Because all these so-called terrorists, they are now one in the military. And this was exactly what happened in one of this country. When the terrorists tó wà nínú military tí wọ́n rí pé if you listen to what goes on in Ukraine, if you read this whole story, that ìjà yẹn, you will realize that internal war ló ti kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀.
That's true.
Àwọn tó ti ní repentant terrorists wọ́n kó sí Ukraine gangan. Wọ́n pálí mọ́ Russia because ara wọn ni. So ó pẹ̀lú àwọn tó help láti tètè ṣáná sí petrol.
All these people will won't be president, right? What happened? How many? Who knows the number of repentant terrorists already in Nigeria military? At first, they agreed that they are being recruited, they are being trained, but they are not being put in the military. But they are also working with the military, going to fight their, war and all of that, which is a lie. Now, how many politicians who want to be president right now even have an idea of how many numbers of the repentant terrorists already in the Nigeria military, in Nigeria police, in Nigeria DS and different security apparatuses, and they want to be president over what? Over terrorism.
These people don't think because I want to come and guide you. I want not the terrorists. Almost say I want other ethnicity. They should wake up because they are all sitting on gunpowder. One day these people bad decide to unleash Wala. It will be more
Mama Kani will just be reading it in the news. They've taken over Sokoto, they've taken Kaduna, they've taken Kano, they've taken us, before you know it, they've taken Abuja.
I want to have some taxes for money now.
I want some tax already. Thousands of villages are already paying taxes to them, man. This is not something that is just going to happen. It's already happening.
Of course.
Sad.
There is not even a step taken to stop it. And this is where our people should wake up. Whether they like it or not, it's just ìgbà tó máa dé là ní plámọ̀. Lágbára Ọlọ́run máa dé. Ìlú yẹn sì máa pín, ó máa fọ́, kálukú ló máa gbé gàrí ẹ̀dá ni. All these so-called politicians want to compromise. Gbogbo wọn wọ́n ti fún wọn lówó. You can see the depth of corruption. Most of them have been paid. Wọ́n ní kò sówó ní gbé kíní kan, and they are paying a lot of money to get the ticket to go there. Nígbà tí o sòwò ń bẹ̀, why do you want to go there?
Why do you want to go there? 40 million per ticket to nomination. I can be another call, man. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
And you too. I love this. I actually love our Olori's contribution. Is great as usual. I have another person on the line. So let's take a minute. Quickly, my caller, please give me a second there. Just 1 second. And turn off that broadcast volume so that I won't be hearing myself again. Okay, please. Now, we have crossed over 2,000 of us on YouTube right now, and we only have about 800 of us who have actually dropped their own offering. So if you have dropped your own offering, which is if you have liked the video, if you have shared it, you have done your part, okay, you can just continue watching. But if you really haven't, take a moment. Over 1,000 of us haven't really done that. So do it. It's the easiest thing to do. It's called engaging with the conversation, okay? More than just typing the comment, okay? Hello there. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well, Maiyegun.
Sir, how are
you? Maiyegun, I am calling Lienzo. I'm calling from Freetown.
Freetown in Sierra Leone?
Exactly.
Yes, I'm still very correct. Lovely. So how are you? And how is Freetown?
Freetown is okay and quiet, Maiyegun. This is my first time in over a year to get you.
I'm happy you did get me tonight.
I am so happy. I am so happy. I'm calling. You can call me Lienzo.
Lienzo. Good one. So I'll remember that. I have a friend in Freetown, Liberia, and his name is Lienzo. So how are you?
Oh, I'm cool. Maiyegun, without much ado, let me celebrate the Ghanaian Black Stars to have even eliminated Nigeria today.
Go for it.
Trust me. We do not have leaders, and they don't deserve any good thing, Maiyegun. Yes, our leaders don't deserve any good thing. There is no, in fact, I just can't tell you how I feel. I said earlier that over a year I've been trying your line. What you are doing, I don't want to be religious because you have changed my mindset. Because these religious people has put us where we do not want to belong. I have a relationship with the Almighty, but I don't show religion. Religion is hypocrisy. How many how many churches do we have in Nigeria?
A lot. With even the export.
How many more? Okay, with the export, how many mosques in Nigeria?
A lot.
Yes, I asked them here, I say, Denmark, Norway, they do not have those churches, but they can brag with the economy we cannot deal with. They don't go to church in Denmark. No. They don't go to mosques in Norway or this thing, but these guys are going where we cannot measure. Maiyegun, look at Nigeria, look at Lagos. Look at whenever I go to Lagos, I cry. I have to, I literally have to hide to leave Nigeria because of, sometimes I will be in Freetown. Maiyegun, do you know that you can walk in Sierra Leone freely? You walk to the bank, take your money, go outside, nobody assists. You can count money outside in a poor economy like Sierra Leone. Nobody will wale you.
No policemen hiding behind there or mark a vehicle following you. Nothing like that.
Exactly. You know nothing. Maiyegun, trust me, those Lebanese people who do business here, they actually carry cash in carton and go to deposit in the bank. Can you do that in that contraction?
You must get Jujuma, we're strong. We're going to tell you, say, no worry, yeah, go. We don't clear road for you. Go now. If you don't get that one, no triumph.
Exactly. No triumph. Anytime I immediately land to that Murtala Mohammed airport, I have started getting very scary. I don't have it, but I don't want Nigeria to happen to me. I pray every moment in day for my family in Nigeria. May Nigeria don't happen to that.
Because if you touch them, it will touch us. So no joke. No matter how much you pretend, if you touch them, it will touch us.
Exactly. It will touch us. Maiyegun, now let me remind all our listeners. I just saw TVS yesterday or day before mentioning that Aisha Buhari said they should pray for Nigeria.
Nigeria from Dubai.
Aisha Buhari for pray. Shebi, you talk like that, eh?
She did.
Because I am an auditor by trade, so I don't want to go with YouTube. I eventually had to go in different areas to actually validate this news. I started getting worried that indeed this is true. Maiyegun, trust me. Nnamdi Kanu, MKN is not lying. That guy, MMK is not lying. That man must be an imposter. Something they are hiding is there. Most of them, they know. Wike know. Autumn know. Most of them know. That useless second money queen.
I think is Abubakar. I can't remember the name. Mazi called him the last time.
Let us come back and think how on earth do you leave your seat every 3 months or 4 months to go for surgery in your throat? Go for throat surgery. Maiyegun, there is a cabal. Trust me, if President Trump was there, President Trump will have unveil everything out. I am telling you, Trump will have unveiled some secrets that these guys are joking with. But let me not bore you because others want to say. But they cannot do anything because he knew. He knows. Now he is just trying to do everything to come out of there. The best we can do is to vie for our Biafra and our Yoruba nation and leave these people.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I mean,
God bless you.
Thank you, and you too. It's so much a pleasure talking to you from Freetown. You know that place where we always say no free food in Freetown. You know, that's somebody from Freetown there, the Anzo, my friend. I have another caller. Let me get them on. One sec. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello,
sir.
Maiyegun. Yes, sir.
Another first-time caller. I can't believe it.
Getting many of you tonight. So it's your night.
November 2020. It's my night. I won't waste your time. I just have a point I need to pass. How's body anyway?
Well, it's getting there. I'm getting
now.
better, I would say.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
There's just one point
you didn't tell me your name, sir. You didn't tell me your name.
Oh, sorry. My name Wale.
Walex.
Wale from Bolton, Manchester.
Oh, class. Wale. That sounds like like a friend I went to school with, Wale Lawala as well. It's just that same name. So, Alex, you are live. Everybody.
No, I went to Government College Ibadan. Anyway, let me pass message quickly. There is a mistake we are making. You see, God, there's a point we've all been passing. A known fact. God already divided that space called Nigeria, that among Lugard. I don't call him Lugard anyway. Lugard.
It was a town anyway.
Mazin Nnamdi Kanu actually called him a drunkard. He's a drunkard anyway, which is mistress. They are the ones that
when I was reading about Lord Lugard, I was like, my life get as a bitch. How did these kind of people actually like manage to grab roses and everything? I was like, well, I didn't live in that era, so I probably would never imagine.
No, the point was when the British wanted to colonize Nigeria, they realized that to come in through hello?
Yeah, I'm with you. Go on.
They realized that to come in through Lagos, our people were stubborn. So they went. The guy was born in India. They went for a hardened mercenary. Lugard was a hardened war battled mercenary. He's the one that fought his way through Lagos and they started going up. Anyway, that place is already divided. Everybody have their own border. It is carved out. God is just putting that place to test us, and we are failing. We and these northerners, we will never be the same.
No.
And we are only shouting Fulani. That's the point I want to pass so that others can come in and call.
Go.
The Hausas are even more guilty than the Fulani. You see, in Nassau Rock, they speak Hausa. In 2009, when they seized my vehicles, my container in Apapa Ikeja Custom, 2009, all these places, the Yoruba officers, Igbo officers, all of them are speaking Hausa. If you try to go to them and speak Yoruba to your Yoruba custom brothers, they will threaten you with gun. So it's Hausa they are speaking in all these places, everywhere. Police headquarters, Hausa. It is not Fufu Day. And we are keep on saying Fulani. The Hausa are even the more problem we have. That's what I'm trying to pass across. That we are letting these Hausas get away with murder. They are even more guilty than the Fulani. The Hausas are the donkey and the camel and the horse. The Fulani are riding. Do you get me? Let everybody go their own way. Simple as ABC. I am very, very glad that Nigeria lost today. I'm very glad. Is it football be the next thing? Look at that pretty young lady they just wasted. That beautiful doctor they just wasted on the train. Look at this Air Force girl too. 2 years ago. Very beautiful girl. Wasting our people away like that, like if they are
fighter jet pilots.
They are doing all this intentionally. We don't get time to talk. We go to talk another day.
I hope I get lucky next time to have you again so that you help me add this kind of info to my program because they always help. And that's one thing people love on MaiyegunsDiary Politico. Me, I'll do my own. Then all of you will just start coming in and you'll be adding to it, spice it up, and it just make it all. Thank you. You have a good
Thank you very much.
Nice one. Good night. And you too. So I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Maiyegun Baba International.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very good, Maiyegun Baba.
Go.
My name is Steven.
Say that again. Did you say Steven?
Steven Jofor.
Steven Jofor. So I'm going to stick with Steven. Yeah. Go on, Baba. You are live.
Yeah.
Baba, I call from Texas, US.
Class.
See, Baba, maybe we know they blame people waiting for home. 3 years ago, before I left Nigeria to come here to America, I did like them too. Information is power. The first thing they did in Nigeria was to cut information. How did they do that? Baba, first, they're not going to give you light. Then are you will not get light? Are you want to hear news? I mean, are you want to check for data or whatever? Secondly, they weaponize poverty. You have to hustle to even eat. You have to hustle to get light. You have to hustle for everything. Which power you won't get? We go remain. You go reach out, no food, no light, no water, noise, everything.
You are facing that all the time. You know, you are thinking about, it's almost 7 o'clock, eh? I am going home now. What are we going to eat? The children are back. Jesus, what am I going to do? You won't have time to talk about politics. You are right.
You understand? Now, people are saying that people at home are not serious. Guys, they don't know what they happen.
They're not too new.
If you do census now, over 90% of people, they don't even know that they're both safe Kaduna.
You are right. On that
they
one.
They don't know. They don't know. The one with when they go tell you, the one with say, more. Gary don't we call 200 naira. Gary don't we call 500 naira because of the Adubo. They will not come to look at Kaduna. They don't come to look at Kaduna. More people go killing here.
I tell
you. You know, come on, what they say, they go ni not too much.
You are atlas, man.
You know, these people have they don't plan this thing from far back. They just cut off communication by making that there's no light and the rest of it. They come with for nice property. Well, I call it one we don't go on police. You know, but the man, you think about realistic. And it's still see them for days. So they want monkey to be only police when you go on politicians. Oh my God, whoa!
Of course.
Put yourself in the oh my God, now. They will already when these guys.
And that is why the man were painful, Baba. You know that's why the man were painful, right? That educated people who know better, they are the ones who always sell these criminals to the poor people. Then the poor people will vote for them, collect things from them. Then these educated guys will now blame the poor people and say, the poor people are the ones voting for them now. Meanwhile, all of us, they put together the messages for these rogues that we sell to the poor people.
Okay, look at what, Baba, sorry. Look at what is happening.
I mean, we're having a good chat. Go on, Baba.
Look at what is happening in Lagos. Any person who said the president, still is yes, to rule Lagos. Oduomo is controlling that vast amount of money from National Union of Road Transport Water. If that money that was coming to Lagos State government and they are utilizing it to build the infrastructure and better the life of Lagosians. Don't you know what is happening? Oduomo is using that money to fuck the whole Lagos addresses and the rest of them. What are we talking about here? Baba, the only way we'll do, I beg, from your own platform. Let's start this propaganda, just like APC did to Jonathan. Propaganda of the party to Jonathan there. How do we infiltrate the system with propaganda? Let people be sending messages, videos, and the rest of it to their brothers and sisters in Nigeria on the evil that these people have caused. Let's not expect just the data of what is damage the doing beyond repair.
Trust me, Baba, I know. And if we have an idea of the massiveness of this destruction, right? You are right. We will not completely be blaming them all the time. We will never blame them that much.
I said I was telling somebody that you know that Nigeria does not exist. Say what I mean. I said amalgamation we put Nigeria together was 1914. You don't expire 2014. Only
Kogbori. I think I need to find that document and share it with all of us here. See the content, see what is in it. Although a copy is disappearing now, but we'll find it.
Let's explode it. Let's share it to every brother and sisters in Nigeria. Everybody will know what brought about Nigeria, that it has expired. So presently, Nigeria is not existing. What is there still in this gang of thieves?
Well, just scavenging from the scrapyard of what they have destroyed.
Of course, they know very soon it's going to break, so they are just trying to get as much as they can get.
As much as they
can. I don't see me and Messi and the clan.
Thanks so much, Baba.
Please, Baba, do more propaganda on this 2019.
We don't start, Baba. You go see films, sir. Wait, see what is coming.
I know you now, Baba. I know you.
You know, I told you. I said, if we want to complain that they are lying to our people, they are giving our people money, they are doing this and that, it's because these are the people that our people are seeing, and it is what they see they relate with. So if you want them to stop seeing the politicians, then you have to give them something as alternative. Cook something up. Give them something as a distraction, and they will not see much of the politicians anymore. So I'm with you. Trust me. Thank you so much. Let me take this next one, which is going to be my last call as well. It's been a pleasure talking to you. You stay safe, So I have another caller on the line. Jimmy Toriola. Thank you very much for your super chat, by the way. I have a caller. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Hello, sir.
This is Prince Jejeman.
Oh, Prince. How are you, Prince Jejeman?
I'm fine. We are warming up, waiting for you in London.
I know. I can't wait to be around myself. Trust me.
London is expecting you.
I know.
We are fine. Thank you so much. My good general, I thank you for the great work you are doing.
Thank you.
My brother, I tell you, the mental crazy way there for Nigeria, you wipe them out. I tell you, my good general.
I am just a teacher. You know, I am just a teacher in the temple of truth, and I've got dedicated brethren who actually knows.
I swear to God.
Thank you.
You see, in Nigeria now, you know that the people that have those people that we are doing 419 before, you know, those watch, you know, all those ones, people, because of the hardship in Nigeria, a lot of people have known about that watch. So all of them now, you know what they are doing now? They all go to pastoral school, just learn how to put Bible, cram Bible, you understand? You know, after that, they will just go and open church. That's why you see most churches all over Nigeria, even any room, you will see church there. Are you getting me? Because they know no do. Somebody go pay offering, somebody go pay
something go enter. No do, something go enter. So.
Exactly. You know, what you are doing is what if our pastors, because if our pastors that are in Nigeria, if they are doing, most of them are really doing the work of God. What you are doing is what they should be doing. Because Jesus, even before the Pilate, he told Pilate, you cannot kill me if God did not give you the power. That's what Jesus said to Pilate. Pilate is like Buhari. Jesus spoke to his face. I get me. So now all of them are keeping quiet. Can you see our Daddy G.O. Adeboye in the face of all this? They've killed a lot of Christians. He has the number that the politicians are looking for. His churches are the greatest in number in Nigeria. If he calls all the whole churches of Redeem and says, come out and protest, you know, Nigeria will have a shift. But rather, he goes to Aso Rock and be praying for Boko Haram and Osibanjo, who is championing Ruga. Ruga that is settling all the Fulani terrorists that is brought all over Africa that are set. Now they equip them with gun, with backup of Nigeria army.
You know that Pastor Ruga is also the special advisor to Boko Haram on burial arrangements, condolences, visits, and then trader money, right? Immediately that thing happened. Watch your screen for a second. Pastor Ruga was around to what? To deliver Boko Haram's message. Now you be that. You see, condolences advisor to Boko Haram. They have locked Boko Haram up in the asshole rock. And Pastor Ruga is there to condole with the people and visit them. Professor, to to may God, Professor,
Jesus.
Vice President to may God. I can't really put my head around it, Prince.
Buhari has gone to Afghanistan to give them 1 million. Buhari has gone to Afghanistan to give them $1 million. Maiyegun. For what? For what reason? Ask yourself. Nigerians are dying of hunger. Why I pinpointed churches in this matter is because all these 419 that have opened churches all over the places, they are telling our people that is our ancestral demons that is worrying them.
Yeah, it's because of the sin. It's the sin of your forefathers. I'm like, no, my forefather no be sinner.
Exactly.
No, they tell me that, or else we will fight. My forefathers, and if my forefathers are sinners, whatever they do, may you go deal with it. No, they tell me say I they inherit anybody, say they crazy. Who sin? So because I inherit their sin, that's why I can't live in a country with electricity. That's why I can't have access to good health care, to good education, to good roads, to safety. About pastor, no fight. Oh, they know they tell me that one. Nobody
I'm telling you, Maiyegun. And the gullibility of our people, they are playing on it. Our people are fall prey to all these messages.
Now. Nigeria has destroyed our psyche a lot. Trust me.
Oh my God. I've been telling my people right from my village, every time they call me money, I told them, Nigeria is a problem, not the ancestral demon, not ancestral demon, not this and that.
No this and that. All this is not just jobbing. You're jobbing. Every
same country, the government provide the basic amenity for the people. Every same country, every country that is not run by terrorists.
That's right.
You get me, Maiyegun? Let me leave it like this. Let me leave it as all that can call.
Yeah, thank you so much. You are meant to be my last caller, by the way, because of my time. So I am just going to shift it to tomorrow for everyone who might want to also call in. So I've got others who are also trying anyway. But Prince, it's been a pleasure talking to you. So you stay safe. Now, this is where we're going to draw the curtains, okay? I would love to just sit here and continue with you. Enjoy the night more and more and more. But let's call it a night, okay? Tomorrow is another day, which means we will continue. Somebody said that Maiyegun's next broadcast is going to be about how they bombed Abuja Stadium. Trust me, if I see anything worthy to share with you there, I'm going to also bring it on and I'm going to share what happened there with you. You get what I mean now? So thank you to every one of you who took your time with me there tonight, who shared the broadcast, those of you who actually paid your offering by liking the video. Yeah, I want to say thank you to my callers too, contributors all over the world. You've made the night quite comprehensive and complete, or should I say exclusive. We say a prayer to the departed, all those who lost their lives in the Kaduna Abuja train bombing. We pray for God to grant their souls eternal rest. Their souls, pretty much like from the trouble of this world, from the trouble that Nigeria is, from what, because it's like you just snap your eyes and before you know it, your life is gone and you are in another place. So we pray for the repose of their souls and then the fortitude for their families to bear this unbearable loss. It's quite unbearable. If you lost any family relative or family member to terrorists, if your family member is ill and sick and you take them to the hospital and you are praying for them to recover, to get better, it's even traumatic enough if you eventually lose them. Talk less of somebody who is full of life. People who are full of life, who have hope, who have aspiration like you. They have expectations like you. They have things that bothers them like you and me, right? And then boom, they just snuff life out of them like that. That's it. I don't think many families will be able to recover from that, okay? And you see, the conversation around the families of the survivors, you should put it this way, in all these atrocities, in all of this crime, in all of this bloodbath, right? There are victims, and there are also victims' families who nobody is even discussing the kind of a trauma treatment for those who have been subjected to this in the past, in the present, and those who are going to be subjected to it in the future as well, right? People are not talking about the trauma of the families who have experienced this. There's so much loss. There's so much agony that comes with all of this, and it is all given to you. all that happened to you because of Nigeria. And you are not safe, okay? You are not safe whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, a Northerner or a Southerner. It doesn't matter, APC or PDP. The situation at hand is that they have messed up, they have ruined it, they have lost control, and they have been overwhelmed. And the only way to keep it together is your blood. If you are so comfortable to give them up like that. So we pray that the families of the victims will have enough fortitude to really bear this unbearable loss, and they will eventually probably get the proper therapy that they need. If you don't know that as a Nigerian, if you are living outside Nigeria and you left Nigeria, trust me, talk to your therapist. Tell them and say, see, doctor, I have a problem. What's the problem? You look fine. Everything is fine. No. You can't see it. My problem, you can't see it. My problem is here. What happened? I am from Nigeria, and I want you to check me properly if I don't have PTSD from the trauma that I lived in Nigeria and I survived Nigeria. To me, I said it's a grace of God. To everybody, say it's a grace of God. Let's thank God. Let's thank God. But sir, I believe something is wrong. As a Nigerian, I want you to diagnose me and check. My problem, you can't see it physically. Majority of you who left Nigeria, you need therapy. Some of you, your therapy has been the fact that you've lived outside Nigeria for so long. You've seen enough a good thing that has shaped your mind, shaped your worldview, shaped every other thing, but you still need therapy. If you think it's a joke, you have no idea. Trust me, Nigeria damaged us, and we tried to recover on our own, and many people didn't recover. Even after leaving Nigeria. You know what they say? Many people left Nigeria. Nigeria did not leave them. That's to tell you the deep damages Nigeria did to us. That's why you see somebody living abroad who have seen these damages like from far. They've seen it. They've imagined it. But yet, they will still shout swagger. They will still shout Saibaba. They will still shout change. They will still shout PDP from abroad. It is called PTSD. For being a Nigerian. Being a Nigerian on his own is emotional trauma. An emotional trauma that many people were subjected to that for years. My own lasted for 28 years before I left Nigeria. 28 years. I was 28 years old, a young man, when I finally left. I have been receiving therapy since then. That's why I come here every time on MaiyegunSdiary Politico. You see, even this one I'm doing right now therapy. I am getting therapy. You are getting therapy. Some of you are beginning to figure it all together. It's beginning to make better sense to some of you. Why is the whole thing look like it? And you're like, oh, now I'm beginning to get it. I'm giving you therapy. Consult your doctor. Talk to people. And if they say, why do you need a therapy? Tell them, I am a Nigerian. You should understand, doctor. Google it. Google what is Nigerian. If you Google it, you have an idea of what is wrong with me. I need somebody to talk to. Why? Because I'm a Nigerian. I'm from Nigeria. Put it that way. I'm from Nigeria. So, you have been through hell. If you die and you get to the gate of heaven, all you have to do is to say, I am from Nigeria. I cannot go to hellfire twice. I am just coming back from one. Check your record. And for those who said that they saw vision, they told us, they said that they consider people. If you are bold enough, you know, cover your mouth. If you die and you find yourself at the heaven's gate, if they say hellfire, tell them, no. Check your record, sir. Angel Gabriel, check your record. Say, but this is it. It says that you make Folake cry. You made Linda cry. You did this so time. In fact, you are this or that. You know what I mean? Say, I know. Check your record too. Under it, did they not write it there that I'm from Nigeria? I am from hell. So you get what I mean now. So just think about it. And then you probably will join us. Trust me. So thank you so much for your time tonight. Like the broadcast, share it, subscribe, and check your notification if you actually set it up to be reminded. I'm going to be back again tomorrow. By the grace of God. Good night.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra